Hi, this is Mark. Thanks for taking a look at this video. This is going to explain the basic login procedure for signing up on Quilius, and it's also going to show you quickly how you can edit your profile when you arrive. So, this is the landing page. It's what you'll see when you first arrive. I should just let you know we are not quite launched at the time I'm recording this, so the site might change slightly, but basically this is what you expect to see. So, click the sign up button, and you have two options. You can choose to connect with Facebook. This is pretty straightforward. If you've ever connected with Facebook on any other site before, you click the Connect with Facebook button, and then you might need to verify or put in your Facebook password or something like that. But I'm going to go through this other approach, which is if you don't want to connect with Facebook, if you'd like to just do it through Quilius, we're going to have you open this. There's a few fields to fill out. The first is an email address. So I'm going to put in an email address. As you can see, I previously did example@example.com. I'm going to do example@example1.com just to make it different. You'll note that you get a check mark that says, yes, this is a valid email address. So make sure that you're using a proper email address. You'll want it because it's going to help us send you important information. We're not going to be sending you spam. It's really just communication to help you know who's doing what in relation to your Quilius account. You can then enter a username. This can be your real name, or it can be a username that you'd rather use, a pen name. You'll always be able to change this, so don't worry about it too much. I'm just going to go with, here we go, Corin Halfhand. Tells you something about what I like to read. Next, go through a password. The password, 6 to 32 characters. You can use letters and numbers. It understands case sensitivity. You can use symbols. So right now, I'm going to put in a very simple 6-word password. I suggest you use something a little more secure than that. You'll note that if the passwords match, you will see a check mark. We then have you fill out a CAPTCHA, which is just fill out whatever value you see in this little field here. This helps us keep out the bad guys. So, having done this, everything looks verified. I click sign up. It wants me to remember stuff. That's my browser, and I don't really want it to do that, so I'm going to put that away. And this will take you to your profile page. Now, we have a little welcome message to kind of explain this to you, but I'll walk you through the steps. So as you can see, I now have my username. You can see it in a couple places. I'm going to tell it where I'm from. As it happens, I'm from San Francisco. My background, I was born in Westeros. Boy, I hope George R.R. Martin doesn't choose to sue me. Anyway, it's just an example, George. We're driving people to your beautiful stuff. Anyway, my influences. The idea of influences is to just talk about what do you like? Who is it that inspires you? So I'm going to put in a few names that I like, and you can put in, this helps people when they look at your profile kind of get some idea of where you're coming from in terms of your writing or your reading. Remember, whenever you make changes, you need to click Save Changes. You can see your profile's been updated. That's one of the things you can do on your profile page when you're editing. The other thing is you can change images. So there's two images on this page that you can work with. One is your user image. So I'm just going to go, I've got a thing here. I'm just going to go and grab a few images to fill this in. So I open, boom, there we go. And I can place the selected image. And there you go, you can see my image there. Now, let's say for sake of argument that at some point I would like to go back to the default image. We have this button right here, use default image, place selected, and boom, you're back where you started. I'm going to change that back one more time because we actually do want to have a nice image. And you'll see this now reflected. Wherever you are, you'll be represented by this image. We also thought it would be nice to dress up your profile page a little bit, to which end we allow you to do this. This is really just for this one page, but it's nice. You get to see a little something nicer on your page rather than our default art. And there you go. Having done this, you now have some information. I would suggest maybe you fill this out a little more deeply than I did to help people figure out what you're into. And then When you've done this, a great thing to do next is to move on to the Discover page. I'll do a separate video on this. But this will help you find things that are of interest to you. All right, thanks very much for watching.